EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Artich here with your outlook for May 22nd, 2024. It is Wednesday, middle of the work week, and the Wednesday video forecast is proudly sponsored by Sylvestra Incorporated in Gwinnett Valley, Montgomery County, Pennsylvania. Sylvestra is your preferred contractor for paving, concrete, and site solutions. They have been happily serving Bucks and Montgomery counties for the past 4 generations, from residential driveways, patios, and walkways to commercial parking lots and roadways. If you have been considering upgrading your outdoor space, Sylvestra is second to none in decorative concrete design and solutions. Visit their website at sylvestra.com. That's SILVESTERA.com, or call them for a free consultation on the phone number above me in the video, 215-659-8757. Mention you saw this ad on the EPAWA video to receive 10% off any residential service for the 2024 season. They are Sylvestra Incorporated in Gwinnett Valley, Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, proud sponsors of the Wednesday video forecast. We have another very summer-like day today. As you see above me, 83 to 90 is the temperature spread today. So a very warm summer-like day today, again for the second straight day. Mostly sunny skies for the majority of the day. We're going to have some clouds increasing during the evening. We have a pre-frontal trough ahead of a cold front that's going to move through today. There will be opportunity for a few scattered showers and storms with that as we move through the course of the evening hours today. The most prominent of those thunderstorms are going to be found in central Pennsylvania today, as you see by the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today. All the yellow here is a slight risk for severe weather, and the darker green is a marginal risk for severe weather, and regular thunderstorms expected further east from that. So I do agree with the Storm Prediction Center and their assessment for this day here on Wednesday as far as severe weather goes, because I think it's going to be weakening as it moves further east. And that's because we have a lack of forcing with this particular system, with the best forcing being up across northern New England. We talked about this the last couple of days. There was not going to be a lot of forcing with this until we got into Thursday, and we do have the opportunity for at least some severe weather in our central PA counties because of that. Moving into a very soupy environment, basically, is the best way I can put it. We're going to have like a very high dew points in the mid-60s. High temperatures and some very good lapse rates will lead to a wind threat today. That's what we're dealing with as far as the severe potential. And the best forcing is going to be up here across northern New England, where that low pressure is right there. So anything up here is where your best forcing area is. So we're outside of that. So it's going to take a little bit of work. And the reason that we're not going to be have a severe weather outbreak is because the best forcing is not co-located with us. We have no low-level jet that is accompanying this as well. So we're going to have to rely on some other things like instability from the heating of the day, high dew points, and of course some higher lapse rates as well to get this going today. So we'll get over the NAM high-res future simulated radar. Started this off at 6 p.m. on Wednesday evening. So we see a line of kind of a broken line here, semi-congealed line segment moving eastward. Best potential today is going to be right up in here. These are your best potential areas for severe weather, right where I have circled. Okay, that's it. Further southeast, I don't think you're dealing with severe weather. You could have some thunder or lightning. Certainly, something could wake you up overnight if you're sleeping, but as far as severe weather, which is the straight line winds, any hail possibilities, that's all you're dealing with. There's no tornado threat today. It's just looking at straight line winds and perhaps some damaging hail as this line moves eastward. Mainly in those areas I circled, and as it moves eastward, this kind of weakens and falls apart. Some garden variety storms are possible overnight as we get past midnight further south. Okay, but for the most part, we're dealing with this area right in here. These are our areas that we're looking at for the potential for severe weather today, and that is very closely aligned with the Storm Prediction Center, what they are predicting. Here's what they have here. Again, So even though there's a marginal risk up here, I highlighted an area that's a little bit outside their window. I think it's going to be more like in here for the severe threat today. Further southeast from there, you're not going to be dealing with it too much at all. Once we get to Thursday, they have a marginal risk, but it's from like Allentown to Lancaster and points east at this point on Thursday. And this is also something we agree with for the day 2 outlook, which is, of course, Thursday. And the reason for that is we get into Thursday, we have the actual cold front moving through the region. So Wednesday's a pre-frontal trough. Thursday is the actual severe, the cold front moving through. And this can move through rather early, we think. So it's going to limit the amount of convection allowed with this. And it's going to be mainly across the southern Delmarva in these regions right in here. And again, Storm Prediction Center has it. Well, let me get to it right here. Hold on. Storm Prediction Center has it right there. I'm highlighting these areas right here. Okay, so it's pretty close. It's pretty close to what they have for any severe potential on Thursday, but I don't think it's going to be as great as what we will have on Wednesday, just because the dew points are going to be a little bit more cooperative on Wednesday than they will be on Thursday, even though it's only a prefrontal trough as opposed to the actual cold front. I think the better chance is going to be for the interior on Wednesday and for the southeast, especially southeast of I-95, as we get into your Thursday. Okay, so moving this forward, here's Thursday here on the European model. Not much activity here at all. It's focusing on the southern Delmarva for that, and that's pretty much what the NAM is doing. Southern Delmarva, these regions right in here, are the best potential to have anything that's going to be producing any wind concerns or possibly hail. But again, just like Wednesday, we're not going to be dealing with tornadoes on either day. Okay, so that is a good thing. This moves off the coast, and that will linger into late in the overnight on Thursday night, and that's it. Okay, so now beyond this, we have to look ahead to the Memorial Day holiday weekend, and this has been going back and forth with how this is going to exactly evolve. I don't think it's going to be a total washout here on Saturday. This is the 18Z. I'm sorry, this is 12. I'm sorry, this is 12Z. Let's show the 18Z. 18Z run of the European model. We have a system moving south of the region here with that cold front on Thursday night. So Friday is going to be partly to mostly sunny day. Not much difference in temperatures from Thursday to Friday. Very similar. So even though we had a cold front move through, it's not really going to make much change except for the dew points are going to come down a little bit. And then once we get to Saturday, here's Saturday morning on the European model. Absolutely nothing across the region. If you're going to have anything on Saturday at all, it's going to be late in the day or evening. So most of the day is going to be dry. Okay, so we're looking at Sunday being a dry day. So I think most of your weekend is going to be dry. You might have some opportunity for some scattered storms late in the day on Thursday, and we get over to the NAM 12 kilometer, which is the one that goes out far enough for that. Here is Saturday morning, nothing across the region at all. So I think if you have the opportunity for anything at all on Saturday, it's going to be later in the day on Saturday. PM showers and perhaps thunderstorms with this next system moving in here on Saturday. This is the salt boundary off to our south, starting to nudge northward a little bit. And it has a little bit of shower activity across the southern regions here during the day here on Saturday. This is late in the day on Saturday, and we get in the overnight. Now, really, it kind of falls apart. So you might get lucky here across our region on Saturday, not have much to deal with at all, because beyond this, Sunday in the wake of this is a intervals of clouds and the sun and a pretty nice day. So if you get away with Saturday not having anything at all, Sunday's not going to be anything at all either. It's not until Memorial Day Monday that you have the opportunity for some scattered showers moving through the region with a warm front. This is a warm front here in association with this area low pressure up here. Warm fronts like this, and this is what's moving through on Monday. So the actual holiday itself does look wet, just like we talked about in the last 2 days of videos that we did, and that hasn't really changed. The question is going to be, what's going on Saturday? Okay, and Saturday is really the biggest question at this point, and that's what we're going to be following here over the next couple of days. I think if you have anything on Saturdays, it'll be very late in the day, not starting out, so most of the day is going to be dry, it looks like. So if you have any outdoor activities, it's looking better for that from that aspect. This moves through here on Monday, and there's the opportunity for some late day showers here again on Tuesday. So partly sunny, and then some scattered afternoon or evening showers moving through in the wake of this first system coming through on Monday, which will be Monday afternoon most likely. And then the same thing here on Tuesday afternoon. You have the chance for showers to start the new work week, of which is of course next week. So we have some opportunities for rain, but we might be able to get away with this weekend not being as bad as you might think. You look at the app forecasts, they're just going to put showers on each day, and they're not going to give you any context. That's what I'm here for, is to give you a little bit of context. And I don't think it's going to be that bad on Saturday. I really don't. But we'll see how this trends over the next couple of days. Keep your fingers crossed, because I know it's a holiday weekend. We've had rain for several consecutive weekends, and it would be nice if we can get the Memorial Day holiday weekend to be mostly dry, at least when the points of the day where you're actually concerned about, which is during the day, during peak heating, okay? So we can get out and enjoy it. If it rains in the evening and overnight, maybe you can go inside at that point. It doesn't really matter, right? That's the whole point. So we'll continue to follow this over the next couple of days, give you more precise timing once we have the NAM 3-kilometer in range, which will give us a more accurate depiction of how Saturday is going to play out, but I wouldn't bank on that being a total washout here on your Saturday. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martish. That is your outlook for May 22nd, 2024. Have a great Wednesday.